Your phone buzzes. You are not expecting anything important. You check it anyway. Nothing is there. No message. No notification. Just a dead black screen looking back at you. And yet, 10 minutes later, you check again. This feels like a phone problem. A willpower problem. But the real answer is far stranger. The urge you feel is not new. It belongs to something inside your brain that is over 1,000,000 years old, and it was never built for phones at all. Think about what checking actually feels like. There is a small flicker of tension right before you look, and a small release right after, whether or not anything was there. That flicker has a name. Researchers call it a variable reward loop, and it was mapped out decades before smartphones existed. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner ran an experiment with pigeons. Press a lever, get a food pellet. But then he changed the rule. Instead of a pellet every time, the pellets came randomly. Sometimes after one press. Sometimes after 20. Something strange happened. Pigeons on a fixed schedule got bored and stopped pressing. Pigeons on the random schedule pressed and pressed, compulsively, without stopping. Skinner called this a variable ratio reinforcement schedule, one of the most powerful behavior drivers ever discovered. Why would unpredictability create more obsession than certainty? Your brain did not evolve around pigeons and levers. It evolved in forests, where food did not come in regular amounts. Some days a search paid off. Most days it did not. A brain that gave up too early on inconsistent food sources would starve. A brain that kept checking had a better shot at survival. This is where dopamine enters, and almost everyone gets it wrong. Most people think dopamine is the reward itself. But neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz ran experiments in the 1990s that changed this understanding. He trained monkeys to expect juice after a cue. At first, dopamine fired when the juice arrived. Over time, the spike moved earlier, firing at the cue itself. Anticipation had become the trigger. Then Schultz skipped the reward sometimes. No juice, even after the cue. The dopamine neurons did not go quiet. They fired even more intensely when the outcome was uncertain. Dopamine is not about reward. It is about the search for reward. Does that sound familiar yet? Every time you unlock your phone without a reason, you are running Skinner's experiment on yourself. You have become the pigeon. The screen is the lever. A system built for scanning forests for unpredictable fruit now fires for unpredictable notifications, messages, and likes. Your brain cannot tell the difference between searching for berries and searching for a text message. Uncertainty plus a small chance of reward equals check again. This explains something that used to feel like a personal failure. The pull you feel is not a character flaw. It is an old survival mechanism expressed through a device that did not exist when it was built. There is another piece going back even further. Anthropologists studying hunter-gatherer societies, including work associated with researcher Sarah Blaffer Hrdy, note that early humans lived in small, constantly monitored groups. Knowing what everyone in your group was doing was survival information. Who was allied with whom? Who might share food? Who might pose a threat? Now look at what fills your phone. Messages, photos, updates from people you know, reactions from strangers. This is social information, delivered at a scale your ancestors' brains never processed, but built on the same wiring that once tracked a small group around a fire. You check your phone for the same reason your ancestors watched the tree line. Somewhere out there might be something that matters. The tool has changed. The engine underneath has not. Here is the twist. This system was never built to be triggered constantly. In the environment it evolved in, scanning had natural limits. Your phone removed those limits. The tree line is always visible now. The whole tribe is always reachable. The ancient mechanism was not built to run this often. So what does this mean for you? It doesn't mean you are broken or undisciplined. It means an old, efficient system is being pulled by a modern trigger it was never calibrated for. Researchers studying digital behavior, including work referenced by psychologist Adam Alter, have pointed out that notification systems mirror variable reward schedules, whether or not most people realize it. The pigeons in Skinner's box did not know they were in an experiment either. They just knew the lever sometimes worked. Tonight, when you catch yourself reaching for your phone with no real reason, notice what that feeling actually is. It is not weakness. It is an ancient, forest-scanning, tribe-monitoring survival instinct doing its very old job in a very new world. You are not checking your phone. Some very old part of you is still checking the tree line.